If you're new at life insurance sales and are maybe hoping to break into the industry like on a part-time basis, then this video is absolutely for you. Let's start with liking the video. We do suggest subscribing if you're a new viewer. We're all about life insurance sales content and training. Some of the things that I'm going to be addressing in today's video are: 1, the pros and cons of part-time life insurance sales. 2, how to effectively produce sales on a weekly basis while working part-time. And 3, some of the myths and truths about selling life insurance as a part-time agent. And guys, stick around till the end of this video. I'm going to show you how to get a copy of the free presentation prop file that has sales materials you're absolutely going to want to use for selling life insurance. And it doesn't matter whether you're selling it remotely or on a belly-to-belly basis. Selling life insurance on a part-time basis does tend to be a little controversial with like a lot of life insurance agencies. Bottom line, guys, is the success percentage is definitely lower for agents who can't go all in and commit to selling full-time. When I interview insurance agents who tell me, Doug, I just want to do this part-time, I ask them to walk me through their work week and give me an exact game plan, for what they're going to be doing and why I should actually take them on. Most of these agents literally have no idea. They just no clue as to when and how they'll be doing this in a way that's actually productive and can grow positive results. And that's the big fail. A lot of this nonsense is due to the agents being recruited into the industry by these manipulative and misleading multi-level marketing insurance agencies. Since life insurance sales is a 100% activity-based industry, you've got to consistently be active in prospecting and or working leads. For an agent to work with me, I need a minimum of 20 hours per week. Basically, I want to see at least 2 full days. If you can commit to working full time for those 2 days each week, we can make it work. And that's the way I see it, 2 8 to 10 hour days. If you've watched some of my other videos, you probably heard me talk about how important it is to have energy and enthusiasm throughout your sales presentation. People don't buy life insurance, they buy the life insurance agent. If you get home from working a full day at your 9 to 5, your regular job, you're most likely going to be tired. You're going to be distracted. And in no way will you have the same amount of energy and enthusiasm that you normally have on your days off. Makes sense, right? And I've heard agent after agent say to me that they plan on getting home from work after working their 10-hour shift at their job, with the driving and all that stuff, and then they're going to put in 2 or 3 hours on the phone selling life insurance. You may think that this is what you're going to do, but trust me, guys, this is not likely to be your reality. Now, the good news is I currently do have several life insurance agents who are pretty darn successful at selling life insurance part-time. However, they've all got, or pretty much all of them have, this one thing in common: life insurance sales experience and a high level of talent and or professionalism. 2 of the agents put in 4 to 6 hours per day, 4 to 5 days per week. So more than 20 hours, but probably less than 30 hours a week. And guys, another thing that these agents have in common is that they consistently have us running ads for them each week. So fresh leads and appointments every single week and no skipping weeks without leads. Here you've got multiple experienced and talented life insurance agents closing multiple sales on a weekly basis because they simply are consistent despite the fact that they haven't worked a full-time, I want to say 40 to 50 hour week probably in years. Now, let me paint another picture for you. If you were to log onto your CRM and or your dialer system, right, and you made 200 dials, if no one were to answer the phone, this would probably take you less than 3 hours to do. So assuming a few people actually answer the phone during your dialing sessions, you should get in at least 2 or 3 full sales presentations. A competent sales professional will close at least 1 out of every 3 presentations. A talented closer is probably going to close over half of their presentations, potentially even more. So let's go ahead and address the newly licensed life insurance agent who wants to sell on a part-time basis. Guys, you got to understand, there's a learning curve. And this learning curve is going to vary from agent to agent, and like the more time and effort that you're able to put into learning how to sell life insurance and preparing for those, first sales presentations, the higher your chances are going to be at having success sooner than later. Setting realistic expectations is important too. And think about it. If you sell life insurance part-time, expecting to earn as much money as you make it your full-time job, it doesn't really make any sense. Yeah, the potential is huge with life insurance sales, but if you're going to work part-time hours, you're going to get part-time results. And I've always believed and said that life insurance sales is not an easy way to make a lot of money, but it's a great way to earn more money than you normally would, at basically working your typical regular job, where you're dependent on someone else to pay you for your effort. If you want to increase your chances of being successful at selling life insurance on a part-time basis, here's a few tips. 1, be consistent and put in at least 20 hours into the business each week. 2, advertise and or buy fresh exclusive leads every single week. Don't skip one. And 3, whatever happens, don't give up. I have failed multiple times over and over and have gotten better and better at every failure. Take your failures as part of the learning curve. And remember, the problem is not the leads. The problem is probably not the training. The problem is probably not your upline. The true issue is always going to be right between these ears. Do the work. Make the sacrifices, and one day you'll never have to sacrifice anything ever again. If you'd like a copy of the presentation prop file that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, just email me at doug@ufesonline.com for more information on working with me on our remote telesales life insurance platform, or even selling Medicare Advantage on a face-to-face basis. Just shoot me an email at that same address. As always, when you put the needs of your clients first, everything else will usually fall right into place. Now get out there or get on that headset, but whatever you do, make sure that you do something good for someone else today. Happy hunting.